Hey everyone, Techne here with the best gaming keyboard. You know what, it's really not just gaming keyboards. These keyboards can be used for anything, but all in all, the best keyboards from 2020 rolling right into 2021 here. And some of these will be a little bit bled over from 2019. They're just so good, I had to include them in this list right here. And we have a lot of keyboards to cover. I think I got about 11 keyboards here. Some of them are different layouts and whatnot, but again, we got a lot to cover here. Now again, since we do have so many keyboards to cover right here, I'm gonna go over these short and sweet, you know, build, value, and stuff like that. Again, we got so many here. Y'all remember my last headset video? I mean, shoot, the video was almost an hour, so I'm gonna try to keep this one a little bit shorter, a little bit sweeter, and to the point here. But if you do want a detailed look, a deeper dive, like software, RGB effects, this, that, and the other of any of these boards, I did do standalone reviews of all of them. So again, whichever one you like, just type in the Techne and, you know, whatever keyboard it is right there, and it'll come up right for you for a deeper dive. But first, a word from our sponsor, Dream Cables. You've been dreaming about upgrading your setup with some sweet coiled cables, maybe some paracord USB cables or a paracord for your mouse? Ha! Well, keep dreaming, because you just missed that random drop window.
No, they didn't.
What do you mean, no, they didn't? That's all you get is like maybe a 5-10 minute drop.
Check out Dream Cables.
Dream Cables? Let me bring that. Let me see that here. Come on. Come on. Dream Cable. 3 locations in the US making cables, so orders are always open. Quick ship cables? Quick ship mouse paracords, USB paracords, USB cables, and coiled cables? Quick shipped? And I can also place a custom order whenever I want? What are we doing here? Like, we don't gotta worry about these random drop windows. Just go straight to Dream Cables and pick up whatever cables you want. And you can use code TECHNE10 and save another 10% off.
They got them ready to ship.
All right, so the first keyboard on our list right here is the Corsair K100 RGB full-size keyboard. Now, cutting to the chase, this is the most expensive keyboard on our list, coming in at $230. Hot tamale, that is pricey. But again, talking about that price with the K100 right here, it's packing the value and again, the features and build to back up that price. Straight out the box, in your hand, you feel quality. You feel weight in this thing. And again, you get that premium feel from the metal frame and everything like that. The PBT keycaps up here. And then just looking straight down at it, seeing all the features on it, your media controls over here, your customizable dial and your profile button, the G1 through G6, which can also be used as a stream deck. So you get to take advantage of that Elgato software with this board. And then diving deeper, looking at the Corsair optic switches, very fast optical switches. And they are so nice, hands down, some of my favorite optical switches. Actually, my favorite optical switch. So all in all, the Corsair K100 right here. This keyboard is just packing such a punch. Again, straight out the box, you feel that quality, you feel that premium, you feel your money's worth, and you really see it with the features and functions packed in it. Yes, this is the most expensive board on this entire list. It's also the board that's packing the most features on it on this entire list we have right here. And yes, it is the biggest keyboard on this list. That might be the biggest turnoff for people besides the price once you look past that and look into the features, you know. But again, full size. On my work computer, I need a full size. But on my gaming computer, I usually use 65%. Every now and then I dabble with a 60%. And then also some TKLs. But no, I do not use full size for my gaming computer. But again, if you need that one and done keyboard, the K100 screams it. So the next keyboard on our list is the Logitech G915TKL keyboard. I absolutely love this keyboard. It's been one of my favorites and it's always been out on my desk. I pull it out even whenever I'm testing other keyboards. I just love it. Straight out the box, you feel the quality on this. It's just premium. For a low profile keyboard, this guy has some loft to it. Again, you got that metal border right there and everything. It just looks sleek. Now that metal board, the metal underneath it, it's almost got like this titanium or bluish hint. That I don't like. I wish it was like solid black, but again, if you look at it from the angle, it almost has like a slight blue tint, which drives me a little bit crazy. But they also make it in the white version now, which I need to pick up myself, you know? But again, I love this board. The TKL layout here, which is just perfect. You have all these shortcuts up here, your game mode, you got Bluetooth, and then the wireless, which activates by your dongle. Again, MIDI controls, and a nice volume wheel over here. It has everything you need, again, to get done here. Now, the one thing I don't like about this board are these stinking keycaps, ABS keycaps. I just wish we would get away from them. Again, being on a keyboard like this is low profile, so it's using these funky little keycaps here. As you see, they just lock into the low profile switch. But whenever you put them in and just kind of move around on them, you look at all that wobble. I'm there moving around all over the place. Now, luckily, since it's a low profile board, whenever you start typing, you don't notice that wobble like if it was a regular big standard keycap. Again, it just goes right down and you don't feel it. But again, it's kind of a stinker that it does have that. But even more than that wobble or whatever, again, it's just the ABS. After using this board for a while, you get that grease, you get that shine on these keycaps. It's just, again, golly, I wish they were PBT. So the G915TKL, again, I can't say it enough. I absolutely love this board. I was using the clicky switch at first, absolutely loved it, even gamed with it, and it was an absolute blast. I went over to the linear one, and this one is just such a pleasure, again, to game with or type on. Now, I do get a few more typos with the linear than the clicky one. The clicky one was just perfect. It was like my comment responder keyboard. I absolutely loved it, you know? But talking to wireless, and again, the features and the premium feel you get with this, I really love it. I do think it's worth the $180. I really do. You talk that 230, that's like, man, you need or really want the features that's packed into this at 230. That's a pricey price tag for sure. Again, 150, I think perfect all day long, you know. The biggest downfall for this board here are the stinking keycaps. And again, I really wish they were PBT, but the G915TKL, I stinking love this board so much. And the next keyboard we have up is the Fanatic Street 65. I stinking love this keyboard. It's low profile, it's got fast switches, it's lightweight if you end up traveling with your board, but the layout is fantastic. It's, again, the first big company. Well, nah, I think we've seen Cooler Master and stuff, but again, a 65% layout, which is perfect right here. You get your errors and shortcuts and everything. You're not losing those functions going to like a 60%. But on top of that, it's low profile. I absolutely love low profile boards, coming right off the tail end of that 915TKL right there. If you never tried a low profile board, trust me and try it. It's so cozy. Think about it like a keyboard, again, where you use a wrist rest. You don't need to use a wrist rest with this. It goes flat from your desk, bam, right up onto the keyboard. And it feels fantastic right here. Now, again, this board is very lightweight. You got the metal top right there, plastic underneath, incredibly lightweight. And when we come up top right here, this is where this board starts falling off for me big time, is these ABS keycaps. Now, they got these custom-made keycaps right here, and let me tell you what, these things just lock your fingers, and it's so nice for gaming and everything, because again, they're just so concaved, and they really hold your fingers into place. But again, talking about the being ABS, you get a little spicy, you get a little bit sweaty, your fingers are sliding all around right here. And where that got annoying for me is, again, it being so concaved that my fingers would just slide around more than, say, a flat key. Because again, it's going to one side, bam, sliding to the other side. Mild amounts, definitely mild amounts, but noticeable for me living down south. Again, a hotter climate, you get some spicy claws on this guy, and they're slipping and sliding. But the Streak 65 has definitely been one of my favorite boards this year. This keyboard comes in at $109, which I think it screams the value right there. Again, I can't stress enough, even in my main review, I can't stand the keycaps. Fanatic, please release PBT keycaps for this board, and it would just make it perfect again. You know, it's going to be hard finding replacement keycaps for this, being low profile with that custom fit with these switches here, you know. But again, that's the one thing I can say is downfall. Not the price, not the build or anything. It's really just the keycaps. And the keycaps made this keyboard go from my main to my pain. Again, a pain to game with sometimes, but also a pain in my heart because I loved it so much. It's everything I want. Fast switches, 65% layout, low profile. And again, the price is right. It's everything I want. But again, I'm not just sitting here complaining about ABS keycaps. I'm complaining about using this keyboard extensively, gaming, playing fast-paced Call of Duty. The concave that's in them just made my fingers slide around. Is that just my environment being a little hot, being a little sweaty of a player? You know what I mean? It hurt me having to box this keyboard up. But I stinking love the Streak 65. Fanatic, PBT keycaps, please. All right, next up in line, and these boards are from late 2019, but they keep getting refreshed and everything, that is the Durgod and HK Gaming Hades and Venus. Hades being a 65% layout, again, just like we saw with the Streak 65, arrows and shortcuts. Coming over here to the Venus, 60%. So again, you're losing your arrows and then your shortcuts there. Your arrows are into another layer of the keyboard. But these two keyboards are hands down some of the best built out of the box keyboards. Completely metal frame right there. I mean, these guys are stinking solid, and right out of your box, you feel it. Now, the keycaps you're seeing on these keyboards are not the stock ones. They come with either white ones or black ones right there, shine through PBT cherry profile. So you really get that feel, again, of like a low profile keyboard being with the cherry profile cap. Since they sit a little bit lower, it just feels fantastic. But the cool thing about it, again, being a 65% board here, a little harder to find keycaps for, HK Gaming makes tons of different styles, color waves, and sets, more coming out and everything that will fit on both of these boards right here. I'll have the links right down in the description for you. Again, they got more colors coming out and everything, but I stinking love the keycaps they make. PBT, cherry profile, die sub, it's just, again, it's awesome. And again, there's so many different variations for it, but the board itself, it's just, I love it from the build, the feel, the sound. It just screams quality. Again, taken out of the box, you feel like you're getting your money's worth. Now, one thing I want to chime in on these boards right here, I've been seeing a lot of comments and then also some reviews on Amazon talking about the Venus as far as having like freezing issues or something. Haven't heard that about the Hades, but I can tell you what, I've used multiple, probably about 3 or 4 different Venuses, and I have never once experienced the freezing issues. Now, I had heard some people say it's something with the stock included cable. I don't know. I don't use stock cables on any of my keyboards unless, again, it's a built-in cable. So I can't really speak on that. But again, I can tell you I've used multiple copies of the Venus, whether it be black ones, white ones, different switches. Never once had a lag or a freezing issue with the keyboard. But all in all, I absolutely love the Venus and the Hades over here. Some of the best out-of-the-box keyboards you can find. I mean, these things are fantastic, and the price isn't bad. Both of them you can get starting, depending on switch. You can get Gateron and Cherry switches with these guys, and they both start around, I believe, 109, and then they climb depending on switch variation that you choose right there. But again, talking that price with the features and functions and the build that you're getting packed with this board, I stinking love both of these. I absolutely love these two keyboards. And that's why, even though they were from 2019, I couldn't make this list without including these guys. All right, so the next keyboard on our list is the Keychron keyboards. More specifically, we're talking about the K6, the K2, and the K8 right here. And I believe all these are the V2 because all of these are hot swap. Also, all of these have that metal frame around them right here. And all these are Bluetooth. Now, talking a couple differences, as you can see, the K2 has PBT keycaps. K6 and K8 have the ABS keycaps right here. The cool thing about these boards, the Keychron boards, is again, the versatility and options that you, as the consumer, get to pick. Do you want PBT keycaps? Do you want to spend the extra money for them? Well, you get to pick. Do you want that metal frame or not? Again, you get to pick. You get to pick your switch option. You don't want it with RGB, get it with just a white backlight and save some money. But again, the core features of the keyboard, the hot swap. You can also get it without hot swap. I recommend you getting hot swap, by the way. But again, you can get it without that and save some more money. But the core features, the build and the versatility and functions built into it, the Bluetooth and all that stuff, you're going to get that with any variation. But again, you can break it down as far as, again, the features, the keycaps, the build, the lighting and stuff like that. Really cool to have the options here for consumers to pick what they want. Now, some may love it and some may hate it, the basic style of the Keychron boards. They all pretty much have that big blocky build right there. Now, again, you can take that metal frame off and just have a thin plastic frame, but it kind of looks like it's missing something, you know? But again, some may not like that big rugged look right there. But the cool thing about it is, again, you can pop that frame off, paint it, customize it, whatever you want right there. I honestly really like it here. Now, the sound. This is the one thing I don't like about it, is the sound, especially the ones with the ABS keycaps. It just sounds a little plasticky. So all in all, the Keychron keyboards right here, I can't say it enough. These keyboards definitely have the most bang for your buck out of this entire list here, which is something I really shop for in myself. You know, this is a keyboard that I could tell someone, hey, get this and you're gonna be good for a long time to come. Again, being hot swap, 5-pin PCB, pick the options you want. Do you want the RGB or not? You know what I mean? The keycaps, upgrade there, or heck, put your own set on there. Those HK gaming caps will fit on this one as well, you know? So it's really cool, again, having a hot swap, having a great build right here, and none of these boards are gonna break the bank. Again, they're all screaming value and bang for your buck. I stinking love these keyboards. Now, the next keyboard on our list really took me by surprise. That's the glorious GMMK. As you see, I have the TKL version, the 10 keyless, and I also have the compact, the 60% version. Now, they also make this in a full size as well, but again, these two formats really suit my needs perfectly. Again, this board caught me by surprise. I took it out the box and just felt it. I said, wow, this is a lot more heavy duty and a lot more solid than I honestly thought it was. Even going to the 60%, like this guy is heavy duty. You just feel that quality. You got that metal frame wrapping all the way around to the bottom. And then again, yes, it is plastic on the bottom, but again, that metal aluminum frame wraps around the entire deal. Now, that's one thing I don't like about it. As we're looking at that, I don't like that chrome edge right there. I don't know. It just gives a little bit of a cheap vibe. It just, I don't personally like it. But again, you can just paint over that and be one and done. Now, the keycaps you're seeing on these guys are not the stock keycaps. These are some G-Skill keycaps on the TKL one. Really cool with that clear cover on the bottom. Over here on the compact, we have HK Gaming Pudding keycaps, the black and red versions. Again, they make a whole bunch of different options as well. Diving further underneath these keycaps, both of these boards are hot swap. Now, these are only 3-pin hot swap, unlike the Keychron ones we talked about, which were 5-pin. So again, if you have some certain switches, you're gonna have to clip those other legs right there and then slap them in. But this keyboard is so nice. Talking about it being hot swap, these switches lock in there so stinking tight, being only a 3-pin, which is one thing I really love about it, which pulls me right into the sound test. So the glorious GMMK keyboard right here, I absolutely love it from the build, and again, the options of customizing them, as you can see I have right here. It's a great starter board, again, having a hot swap feature, but again, the value, the price, you can get it bare bones. I believe it starts at 60 bucks, which is absolutely awesome. I believe that's how I got my compact as bare bones. My TKL, the white ice one right here, I got with switches and caps, and the stock caps that come with it are awesome as well. And again, you can pick your switches. I believe they have Kale and Gateron switches to pick right there. Again, the Kale Silvers, if you get one, I highly recommend you try Kale Silvers. They're absolutely awesome. And I believe when you get the switches and caps on it, you're only talking around 109 bucks. So again, you're getting that really good value, the build and everything, and that's why they're right here. Again, I just love the value to performance to build. It's just a complete package for me. Now, the next keyboard on our list is the HyperX Alloy Origins Core, the TKL version. Now, again, you can get this in a full-size version, and by the way, the full-size version is on sale for the same price as the TKL one right here at 90 bucks. Talking about that price, just taking this out of the box, it's like, wow, did I really just get this for 90 bucks? You know what I mean? It's just, the build is solid, metal, top and bottom right here. Again, you have such a premium feel. It's just, again, it is stinking awesome. Now, the caps you're seeing on this board are not the stock caps. It unfortunately comes with stock ABS keycaps, which are a stinker, shiny and greasy and everything. I have the HyperX put-in keycaps on here. As you see, I have a set of white and a set of black, and it just looks stinking awesome. But the cool thing about this board, one thing that I truly love and is a great shining point, are these new HyperX switches. I have the reds right here, and these are hands down some of the best linear switches I have ever used. They're super smooth, they're soft, they're just perfect for every occasion. Gaming, you know, high intense, fast paced gaming, or even working. Again, you gotta just, like if you're in a store and you can press on these keycaps, just try it, because again, they just feel fantastic. Again, the HyperX Reds. If you love a linear switch, you have to try these switches. And again, it just screams from the switches and everything. The build of this board at 90 bucks is just, wow, I stinking love it. So all in all, the HyperX Alloy Origins Core, like, I can't go on enough how much I love this keyboard right here. I recommend this board so much. If someone's like just looking to get into mechanical keyboards, they want to spend underneath 100 bucks, like, I recommend this keyboard all the stinking time. It is that good. And again, if you love a linear switch, you need to try these out. It is just so stinking nice. And again, under 100 bucks? Wow, like HyperX, I've been telling them, I was like, guys, you need to like take advantage of what you have right here with the Origins Core, make it 60%, make it 65% or something like that, because it would just be an absolute game changer. I love this board. So the number one and my favorite keyboard right here is the Varmilo and Ducky Maya Pro 65% keyboard. Some of you might have saw my recent review on this thing, and the video is called, well, my favorite keyboard. I'll plug it at the end of this as well, you know. This just does everything right for me. Out of the box, there's so many different variations and styles you can choose with this one as far as, you know, designs and color waves on it, you know. This is the rainbow version, but I have Tai-Hao black and red keycaps, as you can see right here. Just love the rainbow one because, again, you get that white frame. Talking about the frame, it is all plastic, but it's very thick plastic. It's not like Ducky One Too Many. Don't get that in your mind right there. Ducky SF, it's not like that. This guy is stinking thick, no flex whatsoever. And again, you take it out of the box and you feel that weight, you feel that quality. Talking about it being 65%, unlike some of the other ones we looked at, you still have your standard key layout right here, standard shift, arrows, and functions. So any keycap, you don't got to buy a certain set that's going to fit at 65%. Any set's going to fit this, which is awesome because, again, just scoop yourself up a set of keycaps and you change up the entire board. And the other great shining point of this, going right along with the build, again, that frame being raised there, when you press down, your keycap goes into it, you feel that quality, that goes right into the sound of this board. So the Maya Pro, yeah, there's definitely a lot of personal preference into this board, you know what I mean? I honestly love it. It does everything right for me. Again, you may need your function row, which again, we have some other ones to show you right there. But for me, the Maya Pro just does it right. The build, the size, the features on it and everything, the sound of it, it's everything that I want, and that's why it screams perfection for me. And again, the Maya Pro, you can get from down, I believe, 109, I believe is the lowest you can get, and then it goes up to like 150, depending switch and style you have. Again, I have many of them right here. My favorite is the one with the cherry silvers right here. It's just such a great board. You get a premium feel, and again, a taste of customization. Again, at a price tag that's not gonna break the bank right here, you know. I can't go on enough on how much I love the Maya Pro. Definitely go check out my other review on this one, stating again how it's my favorite keyboard. It's just, wow, you gotta try one of these boards out. All right, so wow, our best keyboards, 2020 rolling into 2021. And again, I had to include some, being the Maya Pro and then the Durgot and HK gaming boards right there. They're just so good, I couldn't leave them off this list, you know. But every single board we have right here, I would use every day. And that's why they're on this list. They're all boards I truly love right here. And I feel like you're getting your money's worth out of them. Now let me break it down for you. The two boards that stay on my desk. Now multiple of these I keep on the shelf, and I do use them every now and then. I pull them out and say, all right, hey, let me dabble with the Fanatic here a little bit, you know what I mean? But the two that have been staying on my desk and I've been using daily is the Maya Pro and the TKL, the G915TKL. These boards I just absolutely love, you know what I mean? Again, the 915, I wish it had PBT keycaps, and it would probably be the one I would use, you know? But those are the two boards I really love. And again, the great thing about the variation we have right here is you can break it down as far as features, functions, build, size, whatever you want. And that's what I hope this helped you out right here. Again, I'm not saying this one's trash and this one's great. Again, it's just a big variation of some fantastic boards that hopefully it can help you out. Just kind of break it down as far as which board is going to suit you right. Now, on a side note, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell because I am going to be doing a Christmas giveaway coming up, and we're going to be including a couple of Durgod Hades keyboards, the 65% ones right there. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell because that'll be coming soon as well. And don't forget to go pick up some Techne merch. Links in the description. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my roundup of best keyboards right here. I hope I was able to help you out with this big old jumble of tons of keyboards. If you got any more questions, definitely ask down in the comments. Always glad and happy to talk shop with you guys. But again, I hope I was able to help you out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to some future tech videos. I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.